Well, I'm joined now from London by Mehrdad Khonsari, who is a former Iranian diplomat. Mehrdad, pleasure to have you on the programme. Thank you very much indeed for your time as always. So no fingers are being pointed yet by Iranian authorities. That could be because they don't know. Who do you think is responsible for the attack?
Well, I mean, it's very difficult to sort of speculate with any measure of accuracy, but I think that previous people you've had on this program have alluded to the fact that it could have come from external sources. The Iranian member of parliament from Rafsanjan, which is very near in Kerman province, next to the city of Kerman, has already come out with a statement blaming the Israeli government. But these are hardliners, within the deep state, who are dissatisfied with the way in which the regime has reacted, initially going back to the assassination of Soleimani himself, and they feel that the reaction of the Iranian state was not adequate. These are the people, for example, group of people within the system who attacked the Saudi embassy and created the situation which forced the Iranian regime, perhaps irrespective of their wishes at the time, to have to sever ties with Saudi Arabia and got Saudi Arabia to break diplomatic relations. So you have to look at it from this angle. The fact that external powers like Israel may not have been involved is due to the fact that the people who were killed were ordinary citizens. These are not the kind of people that external elements target. But then you have also the possibility, or for example, the MEK or these political opposition groups. I mean, they go after sort of high-profile people, not regular people, because that clearly works against their interest and it makes them hugely unpopular. Apart from the fact that there is general discontent with the regime everywhere, and anybody could have come, I think the pointing or considering some reaction from certain Baluchis who have paid a very heavy price in the course of the last year as a result of the protests, or using Afghan elements, because that more than 2 million Afghans have floated into Iran, and mostly in Kerman province, who could be used by people to instigate actions of this nature. So this is the kind of general, speculation that is being made. But what I would like to emphasize is the fact that it could very well have been an internal job instigated by people anxious to get in Iran much more involved in what's going on in the Middle East in a much more active way, the more ideologically oriented types who attach this incident, what happened today, to the events in Beirut yesterday, and want to see a robust reaction.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, well, the US State Department have said they weren't involved, and they've said Israel wasn't involved either. And it does sound like you find those explanations to be believable. When it comes to General Soleimani, the United States certainly saw him as the architect of Iran's, how should I put it, proxies and extraterritorial military activities in the region. Now, they killed him 4 years ago, but Iran remains a major player in that respect in the region. How have they managed to do that?
Well, first of all, they've had an extensive network, but the Iranian proxies are not as effective as they were when Soleimani himself was in charge. And there have been many problems in Iraq, Syria, as a result of the fact that Soleimani himself has not been in command. But the fact is that the infrastructure is there, and the main proxy that they have is Hezbollah. And one of the reasons why, for example, in tonight's speech by Nasrallah, he talked, tried to speak in strong terms, saying that we will take extreme reactions if we are put into that kind of a position. I mean, the general thrust of what he's saying is that he doesn't really want to get involved and the Iranian regime don't want to have direct involvement in a sort of an escalated war, because they know that if Hezbollah is damaged, then their entire proxy network is bound to crumble. And that would then, put them in a very difficult situation with attention, being focused inside Iran, especially given the present state of so total, you might say, unhappiness with the way that the state has governed the country.
Mehrdad, great to get your thoughts. We really appreciate you coming on the news. Thanks.